And the moment we've all been waiting for. This is your girl, the Voodoo Diva, aka Hathor Akhenaten, and I am back in the building with you all. Today we're gonna be talking about something I feel we need to address. We've needed to address it for a little minute now. Definitely going to be talking today about inheritance, chosen, and the walkers. Okay, very big topic and very important that we know the differentiation between them and where you fit in the placing of it all. Okay, so to begin, we're going to talk about inheritance. Inheritance is, of course, bloodline, okay? Bloodline, family lineage, all right? If your family know how to deal with the Lua, with the spirit in that sense, you basically are going to be tied from the time a child is born, okay? That generational code is going to be passed down to you, okay, which holds that now you have a responsibility. Don't get knocked upside the head for not doing what you're supposed to do in terms of keeping family protocol and tradition, ceremony, offering, the dancing, the visiting, making sure things is kept up. You know, your duty, your part on your end for this, okay? Very important. So inheritance, okay? Now, from that point forward, of course, again, from the bloodline, from that kind of thing, very powerful. We now go into chosen, okay? Couple of traits that you start to see when you're dealing about chosen, okay? Very important. Chosen are people most very ambitious, fearless, okay? People who basically are very highly intuitive, okay? They're people who feel so strongly that it doesn't bother them to not want to be a part of the norm. You know, they challenge the norm. You know what I mean? You feel such a strong will towards things. You have a fearlessness about you, okay? And it transcends, and you always felt that you were not trying to follow where and how everybody was going with it, okay? Basically, you felt deeply your calling, okay? Now, a perfect example of a chosen would be a fierce warrior known as Anakaona, dating back to the late 1400s, which she was a primordial goddess energy of the beginning times of the Haitian Revolution. Okay, very powerful because in Voodoo you had the Sampuela, which is known today as Sampuel, okay, which is what would be known as Anakaona, which is now the later daters what we would know as Mama Marinette, okay, the Loi Marinette, all right, which spirit animals can be associated with the owls, the wolves, that kind of thing, you know, the traditional dance, the indigenous tradition, if you will, okay? That's a story for another day, but I just want you to know that that's how that energy and that stuff is rocking, okay? So the chosen energy, all right, something deeply embedded, okay, something deeply embedded from the core, all right, you know what I'm saying, the kind of traits that you have, the kind of ways that you deal with your things when you're dealing, you know, important, okay? Chosen people who call you, answered your calling, okay? You humbly and respectfully answered your calling, okay? You are a humble student, okay? A learning practitioner in your own right, okay? Those are chosen, all right? And very powerful, very powerful, okay? Because as you claim that energy, so much that becomes revealed to you, you know? So, the chosen. Now we're going to walk into something dealing with the walkers. Walkers are what we want to call society's drones, okay? Those that pay to claim a title, if you will. They pay for the claim, all right? It's all about ego. It's all about a title, something to boost up their ego, all right? And basically, it's looking for social status. All right, to be quite frank with you, it's really looking for something to fulfill and to boost their ego. All right, they're not about truly helping people. They're not truly about trying to really get into that crafting and the energy to really do something and make a difference, you know? And, you know, it's the same thing as calling yourself a lawyer. Oh, I'm a lawyer. Oh, I'm a mumbo, I'm a Ugin. Why? Because you paid for the name? Sit down. Be humble. Okay. Yeah, it's not about a social status. All right. This is heavy rooting done for a specific reason. Okay, this energy was something sacred and still is to this day. So obviously the walkers, they got a little cash in their hands and they think that's all to it, you know, because unfortunately there are pathetic and and disrespectful people who will gladly take it from them and just go with that kind of energy. Okay, so the walkers, beware. Now, it causes a lot of harm because you got people who truly have the law that claim and walk with them, and then they have to kind of be bashed or kind of like alienated in a way because they don't feel that they fit in due to a title, if you will. Which, if you think about it, in the beginning, who was giving who titles? In the beginning, when the revolution was what it was, or the indigenous people to that land, okay, who was given the titles? All right, it's something so far deeper than that. All right. So we have to remember that at the end of the day, the revolution was successful because of inheritance and of chosen. Okay. Inheritance and chosen. All right. That was the pivotal thing. Unfortunately, now, okay, walkers have developed this tradition of European to pay for the claim kind of thing. So basically, they just treat it as if they would treat it a religion. You know what I'm saying? A status of hierarchy, if you will, applied by money, to be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? It's just the claim for the name. Like, there's really no sourcing of true use of the potential and doing it for the right reasons. Okay, again, the sacred tradition is about protecting, healing, clairvoyance, okay, foretelling, and that kind of thing. So you can imagine the walkers are many and they are vast. But I got news. I got news. At the end of the day, whatever it is that you feel drawn to is what it is. Okay, at the end of the day. To all my inheritance, now is not the time to be hiding. You can't hide no more. If you've got a duty and and you feel you have a debt, okay, get with your family members, get with people. If you feel you don't know what's going on, you best be trying to find out what's going on, because it's that serious to the point that not dealing with it only lets the next generation suffer from what you may not know, or what also family members and rooting of these things are not telling you, rather. So be mindful, okay? That's what readings are for as well, and these kinds of things. So very important to start stepping up to the plate. Very important, because we're in a time where things have to be dealt with, and they have to be dealt with on some grown levels ish. You feel me? To all my chosen, shout out to Voodoo, the final frontier, okay, for learning humbly and doing what you gotta do. I commend you all for stepping up to your calling, okay, because you don't just go seeking out for this. This calls out to you. And 99.9999% of the time, it's gonna be inheritance, and it's gonna be the chosen that are being called upon, that feel that you have this deep passion, desire, inclination, awakening to be a part of this conscious revolution, okay, the spiritual conscious revolution at that. Okay, so I commend all of you for doing your part in this, because as your energy and this vibration rises higher, this is what's bringing our ancestry, Zasetnu, loyal, back to life, and then be able to be in their natural habitat to help us, to protect us, to get the rightful order that we deserve. Okay, and last but not least, to the walkers, your time is running very thin. So enjoy it while you can, because you don't have much more time left. Okay, the time for truth is here. The time for the rightful heirs to the throne is here. So you can only continue fooling yourself for so long. I leave you with this. I just wanted to make sure I could have something that was quick and to the point with you guys, because it's been such a huge question and such a pressing thing that I just wanted to cut this so y'all know. Okay, we have the inheritance, the chosen, and the walkers. Okay, find where you are to be. Resonate with this in your soul and show and prove, okay? Show to the world that you can be more and that you are more and that your feeling is not crazy, okay? You have every right. So take that right and move with it, okay? That's what the spiritual essence readings, to know your guides, to know what's going on, okay? To get that clarity that you deserve. All right, this is your girl, the Voodoo Diva, aka Hathor Akhenaten, and I am signing out. Until the next video. Peace and love.